Hey there, how's it going? Nice. Did you have an appointment today? No. Oh, don't worry about that, that's fine. We take walk-ins. Yeah, so do you know what service you're looking to get today? You're wanting a piercing? Okay, sick. Do you know what you want? Not quite, kind of thinking about it. Okay, well, first things first, I'm gonna need to see some ID, okay? Perfect, yeah. Okay, I'll just take that from you. Oh, nice. I just double check to make sure that this looks like you. Sure does. Oh, cool. You're a Capricorn? Yeah, one of my best friends is a Capricorn. Here you go. Okay. Well, since you don't know what kind of piercing you want, do you just want me to show you a few different piercings? We have some like diagrams. You were thinking something in the ears? Okay, cool. Yeah, I have a couple. I just have 2 on each lobe, but sometimes you can fit 3. Kind of just depends on your ear anatomy, and I'll take a peek at you once you've kind of picked which piercings you want, and that way I can let you know if that would work on your ear. Okay, cool. Yeah, I have this diagram here. Grab it for you. Kind of just a little drawing of an ear, but you'll get the picture. So we have a few different piercings that we can do. Like I mentioned earlier, the ones down here, like what I have, are going to be your lobe piercings. Right there, if you can see that. Got it? Do you want a second just to look over piercings or helix? Helix is going to be a really popular one here up on your cartilage. It can be a little more painful than I'd say down here on your lobe is, but totally up to you. Do you have any piercings? No. Okay. Nice. Well, I'm happy to do your first piercing. So what do you think? Any of them sound interesting? You think of pierce on your lobe? Okay. And are you thinking about doing just one on one ear or one on each, or how many are you thinking? One on each. We can do that. Okay, cool. Let's see. So you were saying you wanted a couple piercings. Was that going to be it? No. Belly button piercing. Okay, we're going pretty big today, huh? Good question. Yeah, so for each lobe piercing, it's going to be 20, so it'll be 40 for one in each ear. And then for navel piercings, we charge $80. Is that going to be okay with you? Perfect, yeah, so it'll be $120 before tax. Sick. Okay. So first, I need to grab my gloves, and we'll start with your lobes first, okay? Especially since it's your first time, I think it's best we start with something a little easier, in my opinion. Now, I also have my navel done, so I didn't think it hurt that bad, but like at all, honestly, to get the piercing itself. But each person handles pain a little differently, so it will definitely vary from person to person, okay? But I don't think lobes hurt like at all. Okay, so what we're first gonna do is sterilize where we're gonna be piercing. So I'm just gonna have you move your hair back behind here. Yeah, let me tuck your hair. There you go. Okay. And then I'm gonna shield your face and spray. Good. Okay. Perfect. And then we're gonna do the same on this side. So what I'm gonna do is move that hair out of your face. I'm gonna get back there, so just out of the way. There we go. I'm gonna spray. Good. didn't get any on your face, right? It's fine. Just a little sterilizing solution. Okay. And then I'm going to take this marker. I'm going to use it to mark where we're going to pierce. So, if you could just stand as naturally as possible, how you would normally stand. I know it's kind of weird because once I tell you to stand naturally, you're going to have to think about it a lot. But just stand how you would. Maybe give yourself a little shake and then stand still. Okay. So I'm going to get a little close and I'm going to hold your head right here. And I'm going to mark there. Okay. Again, hold still and I'm going to hold your head right here and then I'm going to here. Let me look at those. I think that one's a little off. So I'm going to use the spray. I'm just going to spray this again. There. Wipe your ear off. Good. And hold still. Okay, and there. Cool. Okay. Let's look. That looks pretty even to me. So here, let me get you this mirror right here. How does that look? Look even? Okay, yeah, definitely let me know if you want me to change any placements. Cool, okay. Well, if you're ready, then you can kind of get settled in. I will get the needle. Get the needle, here we go. So we just use a needle like this, and we are going to gently push it through your ear. Now, some places still use the like gun piercing, and that one uses too much force. It can cause that like cauliflowering on your ear. Yeah, so you want to stay away from places that use any kind of gun for piercings. Okay, because it just leads to more damage to your tissues, you know? Okay, so if you're ready, I'm going to start with this ear, and we're just going to do our standard jewelry, which would be a stud. Did you want to look real quick? Okay, so we have two different studs right now, but you could mix and match them right now if you'd like. So I have this stud right here. Hopefully you can see that. It's like a little tri stud, so it's going to have 3 silver balls on it like that. Really cute. Or we have a pearl stud. Let me grab that. Here we go. And this little pearl here. So we can either do a set of 1 pearl on each ear, 1 of the little tri, or 1 of each. What would you like? 1 of each? Cool. I dig it. Alright. So, get the needle ready. I'm gonna hold it, just position it through there. Good? Okay. So I'm about to pierce, so I'm gonna have you do is take a nice deep breath for me, okay? And let out that breath. There we go. And that needle's through. Awesome. Now let me just grab your jewelry quick. Okay. So we're gonna put in first the pearl piercings. Let me just get that backing off. Okay, and all of our needles are hollow, so it's really cool. So I just get to stick this right into that end of the needle, and then we pull the rest through, and it just pops right in. Perfect. And now I just gotta get that backing on real quick. Oh, it's so hard when the gloves are a little loose. There we go. Got that in. Cool. How was that? Still doing all right? Okay, good. You look awesome. Get that in there. Now I'm gonna get a new needle. Just let me know if you need like a little breather, or if maybe you want to count down this time. Whatever works best for you. You want to try a countdown this time? Okay, we can do that. These gloves a little more taut on my hand. Okay, so I'm gonna get in position. Okay, so we are going to pierce your ear now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is count down from 3. On 1, you're gonna take a nice deep breath, and then on 0, I'm gonna pierce it, okay? As you exhale. Cool with that? Perfect. Okay, so let me just get lined up here. Okay, and 3, 2, 1, nice deep breath, and exhale. Good. Okay, we are through. Now let me grab that piercing for you. Okay, and then we got that nice dry piercing here, as you can see. Okay, perfect. And we're gonna line that up with the needle and pop it on through. Okay, and now for the back. Good job. That one went in nice and easy. Way to go. For your first piercings, you're doing awesome. So, after getting those, how are we feeling? Still thinking about getting the navel piercing? Okay. Well, so what I'm gonna have you do is just kind of hold your shirt up to right about there. Perfect. That's all I need to do. We are going to sanitize that area. And I'm just going to have a little peek at your anatomy there just to make sure that your body can have a navel piercing. So here we go. Good. Dry. Let me just take a little peek there. Oh yeah, you can definitely get a belly ring. So what I'm going to do is, again, just try to stand up how you normally would, okay? Okay. Perfect. Can you just, here, your shoulders a little off. What if you stand a little like that? Is that okay? Okay. That feels, it looks a little more natural, a little more how you would normally stand. Okay. So now I'm just gonna mark where we want belly piercings. I'm gonna kind of pinch here just to check the tissue. Yep, and then a dot. I think I like that. I think I got that first try. I killed it. Okay, so here, look at the mirror. Does that look good? Does that look where you want it? Perfect. Okay. Now let me show you our choices in jewelry for today. So I have 2 different choices right now. Either of them are beautiful. So first one, I have this silver belly ring with beautiful opal in it. I hope you can see that. This one's gorgeous. It's a nice bluish green turquoisey color, really pretty. And both of these are going to be internally threaded ones. You want to look for that when you're getting your belly rings. So what that means is this top little piece right here, you will unscrew that, and that has the screws on it, so when you're inserting the belly button ring, you're not sending through a bunch of screw threads through your newly pierced hole, and that can kind of scrape up things, and it doesn't feel good, cause infections, things like that. Not good. So you're going to want to look for internally threaded jewelry. Whenever you're changing it out, we sell all internally threaded, so if you're ever looking to buy new jewelry, you can totally come here. We keep the case stocked with a bunch of different kinds, but these are just the ones that are included in the piercing itself. So really nice piece here. And then next, we have this beautiful diamond-like iridescent gem with a, let's see, is it rose gold? I would say more of just a regular gold piece. Here you go. Again, very beautiful, very shiny, sparkly. Go. I'll try to move it so you can change some of the glare that's on that packaging. I know it can be a little hard to see, but we just like to keep everything for these in the packages so that they remain sterile. It's another beautiful piece. You can't go wrong with either. I would say the biggest thing is, are you more of a silver person or more of a gold? So, what are we thinking? We'll look at them next to each other. Silver or gold? Go with the silver? Okay. I really like this one. I love the turquoise in there. It's just so pretty. Okay. Now, for this next one, it's going to be a little bit bigger of a needle, just because we have to take out a little more skin, okay? So what I'm going to have you do, sit down. This one can make people a little, ooh. Just because it's a bigger needle, you know, some people get a little weirded out by that. Not saying you will, just that I know that it's happened before, so I prefer to have you sitting, just in case, okay? Alright, did you like the countdown better, or do you just want me to go for it? Countdown, okay. So, sit back and get the needle ready. This one is going to be a much firmer pressure than what you felt earlier, right? Okay. We're also going to use a clamp, so it's going to, honestly, to me, the clamp hurts worse, because it's just going to be a constant pressure, okay? So we're going to get this clamp on here, just going to, there, and it's pretty tight, right? Yeah. To me, the clamp was the worst part, and that doesn't even hurt that bad. The piercing, like getting pierced, wasn't bad. The soreness in the next couple days is what hurts, and if you ever hit anything on your piercing, that does suck a lot, so be very careful with that. Alright, got that clamp on. Okay, I'm gonna get the needle in position. Okay, so I'm in position. We're gonna do it just like we did your last ear, okay? So I'm going to count down from 3. At 1, I want you to take a nice deep breath in for me. And then at 0, I am going to pierce you. Okay. So, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in. And 0. And just insert that. A lot of pressure. And there you go. Perfect. Okay. Now let me get that jewelry out for you. We said the silver. Perfect. And I'll get a second to show you. Oh, this one's on there tight. Goodness. There we go. Okay. And it does help when you're changing these out to wear gloves, just because it gives you a better grip. But here's what I was saying. Oh, I don't know if you'll be able to see it with the gloves, but here. So this is the end of the belly ring. As you can see, it's really smooth. There's no like screw grooves on it at all, because it's all inside this tube, so it's not going to poke you as you insert it through. But right now we got the needle, so I'm just going to stick this in the hollow part of the needle. Perfect. And then we just pop her on in. Perfect. And then now we get the top on. Okay. Oh, these ones can always be a little tricky because it's such a small screw. Okay, here we go. Beautiful. You're all set? Doing okay? Okay, good. Nice. Now, always have to check, because occasionally you can get someone who faints, but you did amazing. You killed it, honestly. You did so good. Well, now let's talk a little bit about aftercare. You are going to want to keep your piercings all clean, right? You're going to want to take care of them. They are open wounds, right? Like we just pierced your body. So what you're going to want to do is wash them at least twice a day and use a saline solution. I would use a good antibacterial soap. The Dove Gold is a good one, or what is it, Castile soap or something. Yeah, those ones that come in those big bottles. But anyways, just the Dove Gold, a really good one, no scent. Use that to wash your piercings. For your belly ring, it's going to take much longer to heal. It usually takes about 6 to 8 months for that to totally heal. And it's super important that we keep that clean, okay? So you're going to want to do saline treatments at least twice a day. We are going to give you a little bottle of saline solution to take home with you, totally included with your piercing package. But if you ever run out and you need some more, you can come back here and buy through us, or generally at stores they have little salines that you can get to, like Target or whatever. Cool. Okay. If you're all set, we can head on over to the register, get you all checked out and out of here, and I'll get you your little goodie bag with your saline solution and care notes so you don't have to remember all that, because we'll have it all written down for you, okay? Perfect. Let's head on over there.